What's up, everybody? This is Matt Sloan from Sensory Fitness, here to bring you our very first video blog from Lackey Kid. And today's first topic is how to make a cozy corner, or a calm down corner. Okay, to start off, to make a cozy corner, a little quiet spot, a little sensory area, it's really not that difficult. I like to use a smaller space because that works for my kiddo. That's generally what I recommend. But some kiddos like kind of a bigger space. But what I am looking for is kind of a space for their own, for them to call their own. So I'm going to show you mine to give you some ideas and some of the things that I use that I find really helpful for my kiddo, and that I know that are helpful for a lot of other kids as well. So first, let's start. I'll show you mine. So mine is under my steps. I'm not going to show you over there because it's kind of messy, but here's under my steps, and here I have it blanketed off with some Lycra. It can be a sheet, just to kind of reduce the visual a little bit. But if we open it up out here, inside is our cozy corner, and this is a cool spot we just happen to have under the steps. And my kiddo set this up himself. He's got a big stuffed teddy bear and a beanbag and this, whatever the heck this is, another beanbag in the back. And in here he's got some of his favorite things, which I'll show you, that I find pretty cool. So number one, he's got his big weighted blanket. He likes to curl up with that. That's pretty neat. Some of the other things he likes to use is he has this weighted pillow that he'll put that on top of him. These are great because they're putting that deep pressure, right? I can lay them on top of me and just kind of relax and do something, have a puzzle, play a game, just relax, listen to music. Things like that are great. So now I'm back inside the cozy corner. Very comfortable. So some of the things that he likes to use while he's in here is I have some putty. This is a tough one because it gets on fabric, but the putty's pretty neat because I can hide little objects in there. He spends his time with his little hands pulling those little objects out of there. I'll put pennies or little dinosaurs or even like little nuts and bolts that can go in there. I don't recommend this too often because it gets on fabric and hair and clothes and it's really hard to get out, but sometimes if he grabs it, I'll let him use it. He likes this weighted ball. These weighted balls. I use these a lot with my kiddos, but he loves this, and he'll just kind of come in here and toss it up and down. So weighted objects are really great. And like I said, so keeping my hands busy is very helpful. So things like putty, puzzles. Here is fidgets, things that stretch and pull. Yuck! I don't recommend putting that in your mouth. I don't know where that's been. I can't believe I just did that. But things that I can squeeze and give me some kind of resistance are really awesome. So things like I set up a resistance band for him, and he lays over here, and he just pulls, and he'll do this for quite some time. I'll be upstairs and I know he's in here just relaxing. Lackey Kid makes a really cool resistance band for the chairs. Kids can come in here and pull it. Some kids just like to just kind of work it out. Or my older kid, he likes to put that on his head and just hang out. And they're kind of fashionable. But I'll see him kind of do this. It's something else to have in your cozy corner. Another cool thing to have in your calm down corner is oral motor stuff. Oral motor, there's a lot of benefits to it. I won't get into that now. I mentioned a little bit in the written part of the blog, but balloons, things that I can use my mouth. Oh my goodness, where is it? So my older guy likes these. These are the bigger balloons. He likes to blow them up because they make the fart noise on the way out. That's hilarious. But I keep some of these down there. My younger guy, these are tough to blow up. But so I have kind of easier blow up balloons. You can get these from Fred Meyer. These are easy. But blowing up balloons is, some kids really like it, and they like the input they're getting from it. This is a good place to do that because it's a great calm down activity. If kids have trouble blowing stuff up, I like to use these little hand pumps. They come with a lot of toys. Sometimes you get them free. You order some kind of balloon toy or whatever. They come You can get them at the dollar store as well, but they're real easy. But I put that inside. It's manipulative. They're getting a lot of work in midline. They're getting some good proprioception, some good feedback from that, and they get to make the fart noise, which is always funny. Whistles. I don't, we're talking about kind of calm down and chill out. That's not really a calm down kind of noise, but things like that to have in your space. Harmonicas are great. He usually has some. He's hucked them somewhere in the house. I don't know where they are, but things like harmonicas are great. They're kind of an even, nice tone. Things like that are great to use. Another cool object to use is, where is it? The Fidget Marble Maze. Kid makes this really cool marble maze, and I have to move the marble around and move it through this little maze. These are cool little fidgets, things that keep my hands busy. Are really good to use for a lot of reasons. It brings me into my own body, lets me know I'm present, as opposed to sending him in here with a phone or something like that, or a tablet. If they use that, at least they're in here getting some input with all the pillows on top of them and the weighted blanket. That's cool. We try to make this kind of a screen-free zone, but you do what you can, right? So another cool thing to have in your little calm down corner is little flashlights. Good, because if I come in here and I can turn the lights off and kind of reduce my visual, having a flashlight can help me with that anxiety. Some kids don't like the lights off, but if I give them a flashlight, it's kind of cool. Or some kids like it dark, but then I can kind of do stuff with the headlamp on my head or the flashlights, and it kind of reduces all that my visual, which kind of helps reduce that overstimulation. And it's fun. There's a lot of cool, unique things you can do with. There's all sorts of lights. There's glow-in-the-dark toys. There's headlamps. There's little finger lights. There's glow-in-the-dark pens. You can, those are all neat things. So we're kind of reducing that visual. We are reducing the audio, right? We're getting lots of feedback. We're getting lots of body feedback, proprioceptive feedback. We get to use our muscles and kind of chill out, pack ourselves under here with pillows and just be in here and just do all sorts of stuff on our own without anybody bothering us. And this is our little space, and it's a great way to do it. So if you have some steps, this is a good spot. You could do this under couch cushions. I think someone's yelling, but I can't hear because I have my headphones. Sometimes I like to try to sneak away, right? But you can use any space in your house. Find a little cozy corner under the bed, under the mattress, things like that. Let your kid kind of pick it out so they can kind of. It means more to them because that's important too. Okay, so another really cool way to set up a calm down corner is, we talked about getting lots of kind of small spaces and reducing noise, reducing visual, and getting that proprioception, trying to look for things that I can squeeze and pull and push and mush and crush, those kinds of things, because that's great for body input and help us calm down. If you can set up some kind of swing in your cozy corner, I think that's a double benefit. This sometimes can be tough. If you can maybe put up a hammock in your cozy corner, in your calm down corner, I think that's a great idea. And if you have a swing outside in a more open room, you can transform that into a little calm down corner. Here I have a little platform swing that I just put a piece of lycra, tubular lycra around, and we made that a little space in and of itself. And I'll show you inside. So they can come in here and just chill out. One thing I forgot to mention earlier is having tactile stuff, so things that they can that are soft, that feel good texturally. So if they like, my older guy likes the spikes on the Lackey Kid wiggle cushion, and so he likes to rub his feet on that and rub his hands on that. So I'll keep something like that. My little guy doesn't really like the spikes, but he does like the bumps. So weird. So in here it's just carpeted. My little guy likes balled up wool socks. he puts them all over his arms, and I just got it kind of packed with pillows. And so the beauty of that is they're kind of getting everything you would normally from the calm down corner, but then you can swing. Gentle, linear swinging is a really good benefit, well, to swings, right? So they can just chillax in there and just get it rocking. So not everybody can pull this off. If you can pull this off, this is a great benefit. I would avoid like spinning and cranking. That's good too, but that's not really a calm down corner. That can help later, but we're kind of looking at the calm down corners, right? So yeah, making a swing into a little calm down corner. Cool beans.
Oh yeah, there is.
You got some stuff in there? All right. So this guy, he's a gentle swinger. I catch him quite a bit, rocking and rolling, just cruising. But this is a great activity. So the difference between the slime and the putty is that it's more stiff, and you can hide things in it. It keeps it a little more busy. I wouldn't keep it on. This is carpet, but
it feels nice.
He's going to be careful. Oh, it feels nice? You like it? Cool beans. Here's my younger son's calm down corner in his room. I tried to have a few different ones because kids change their ideas. So this one, this one's kind of by the window, which is great. I think it's great. I said about reducing visual, but Louie's looking out trees is awesome. It's good to do. And this is, believe it or not, a dog bed. This is a dog bed that he cuddles in here with his dog, which I encourage because it calms him down. Talk about tactile. And he's got his little ball in here, his little football that he just tosses back and forth. Lots of pillows. And he'll come in here and keep the lights off. And once in a while, he'll even come up here with chalk. And he's scribbling with his chalk. So, again, manipulative, right? It gives me something to do with keeping my hands busy. Keeping my hands busy is a big deal. He's got some of his favorite toys in here, which I don't even think I've seen that in 12 years. I can't believe he's even that's even in here. He's got his little books ready to go. So just great little, they make it up. Lots of pillows, lots of soft stuff to chill out. So this is my older guy's closet. It's an old closet we kind of converted into a little calm down corner. I try to make it more physical, but my older guy loves to read books. He's got 1,000 books in here. But this is a good place for him to come chill out anytime we go for a ride or we go do some kind of activity or outside. He always needs some time to kind of relax. So he comes in here. He sits here and he keeps rubs his feet on this, and he's got his little old-fashioned lamp. And he comes in here and he just sits and he'll read forever. So I'm trying to say kind of reduce the visual, but it's all about motivation. Number one, it's about motivating what motivates the kid to get in there. And then number two, keep an eye on their behavior. If you have something in there like slime or putty or things that are light touch, textual, or lots of visual things, and they're calmed down while they're in there and after, then and it works. Excellent. I would look at their behavior if they come out of their calm down corner and they're not really calmed down or they're melting to pieces later, then maybe look at the visual stimulation or if they're listening to music, what kind of music are they listening to? Or they listen to Timmy Trumpet, or they listen to like Yanni? I don't know. One doesn't necessarily mean anything, but generally the calmer, no language, just rhythmic. Kind of we tend to match our rhythm to that, and that keeps us kind of calms us down. Things like that. So whatever works, and you'll find stuff that works for your kiddo that's not going to work the next day or maybe for the sibling. But keep experimenting. Look for small little spaces. Think tactile things. Think resistive, manipulative things. If you can get that movement, linear swinging in there somewhere, great. If not, don't sweat it. Reduce this visual, reduce the auditory, and calm down corners. There's a lot you can do. And these are just some tiny examples you can do. Keeping it cool. Abbey Road. There we go.